What's up everyone, this is SliferKing here, and today join me for another one of my Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles, something which I haven't actually done for quite a while admittedly, and today I'm finally going to be doing an update to my Evosaur / Evotile deck profile. So I'm not sure if I've ever done a deck profile on camera of this, but for me this is a very fun Exceed based deck. It's relatively easy to play actually. It's like one of the easier decks which I think I've ever built. Because the way it's built is basically most of the time is summon this, special summon that, exceed summon, that type of thing. So yeah, it's actually not too. I don't feel like it's too complicated for once, which makes a nice change. So let's get into it. So first off, we're gonna go through the new main monsters. I'm sorry about the glare, by the way. I'm recording this later in the afternoon than I normally would, and that is Evotile, Lilos. I'm gonna go with that. So this is a new dinosaur. So this one is, if this card is normal special summon, you can set one evolutionary bridge or Evo solid. I can't pronounce the words. Singularity directly from your deck. During your main phase, if you control this card that was normal summoned or special summoned by the effect of a fire monster, which is quite a few of the Evosaur decks, I admit. So Evosaur monster, you can send one fire, reptile, or dinosaur monster from your deck to your graveyard. Then you can make monsters on the field become the same type and level as that card. So this is quite useful because this allows you to easily go for rank 4s by also utilizing monsters that was in the deck. So you can yeah, and also it allows you to get 2 of the key spell cards out, which is also pretty handy. The other new Evotile, well, the Evosaur / Evotile is Folis. Folis or something like that. So this one's a bit more straightforward. If you control if a monster you control would be destroyed by card or battle, card effect or battle, you contribute 1 reptile or dinosaur monster you control instead. So immediately this is a way to potentially protect your exceeds. So if you have this, you can, I believe, you contribute this card itself, and then you can protect the exceed monster, which can be quite handy. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 Evotile monster from your hand or graveyard in face down defense position. So that there also allows you to get another monster to the field. During your main phase, you can set 1 Evo Force or Evo Instinct directly from your deck. So this one allows you to get Evo Force, while this one is Evolutionary Bridge. So yes, so these are effectively searchers in a way. So now for the other main episodes. Also, I need to make sure they stop going right, so you stop getting the glare. Sorry about that. So this is Volcano. Volcano, sorry. So when this is special summoned by the effect of an Evotile monster, you can target 1 Evosaur monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. It cannot declare an attack. So immediately right there. So if you use Folis effect, the Volcano, this can, I believe, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure the effect would activate face down. Maybe scrap that. But yeah, other monsters would do that. Other cards include 2 copies of Diplo. So when this is special summoned by the effect of an Evotile monster, target 1 spell / trap your opponent controls, destroy that target. Then we get into a couple of the one-offs. So this one is Evosaur Edas, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it. So when this is special summoned by the effect of an Evotile monster, you can special summon 1 level 6 or lower fire dinosaur monster from your hand. So there's that. So another way to get dinosaurs to the field. Then we have Evosaur Karato. So once again, when it's a special summon, it gains 200 attack. If this card was special summoned by the effect of an Evotile monster, each time this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add 1 Evotile monster from your deck to your hand. So that's a little bit of a destruction searcher. So that's all the apart from Elias or Elias, or whatever, however you pronounce it. So that's all the level 4s. Now we get into the level 2s. So first off, I'm running one copy of Yugioh. I used to run 3 of these, but now with the new ones, I feel like 1 is still a good amount, because you can still get that special summon ability. All that has to be tributed, that's the only thing. Then I'm running 3 copies of Odonto. So when this is normal summon, you can special summon 1 Evosaur monster from your hand. So yeah, this is definitely free because it's like just a quick way to special summon Evosaur monsters. Another, and rounding out the Evotile monsters, we have Mega Turala. I have no idea if that pronunciation is correct. So you contribute 1 reptile monster, then discard 1 card. Special summon 1 level 6 or lower fire dinosaur monster from your deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 dragon exceed monster you control with no materials. Attach up to 2 reptile and or dinosaur monsters with different names from your hand and or deck to that monster as material. So yeah, immediately you can use, like, an idea I have is use Folos to protect the exceed monster what doesn't have materials. Then you can use this card to refresh the materials. So I feel like that could work quite well. So those are all the Evotile/Evosile monsters. And to round it off, I'm running a Ghost Reaper, Winter Cherries, and a Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. So those are all the monsters. So now we get to the spells. And obviously, as some of the cards indicated, we've got 3 copies of Evo Diversity. So this is add 1 Evotile or Evosaur monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 of these per turn. Then you got Evo Force. So I've got 2 of these. So this is target 1 Evotile monster. Special summon 1 Evosaur monster from your deck. If it was treated, so it is treated as if it was special summoned by the effect of an Evotile monster. So yeah, that's another way to just spam the field with monsters. So then I'm running 3 copies of Fossil Dig, because obviously we do have quite a lot of dinosaurs. And then we get into the generic cards, those being Monster Reborn, Twin Twister, Call by the Grave, because most decks run Call by the Grave these days. 1 for 1, because the 1-star Evotile is actually a 1-star, so that means you can use this to get it quickly to your hand. And 1 copy of Regeki. Not many people are using Regeki, but I just like the option. So those are the spells, and now we round out with the traps. And this one obviously has 3 copies of Evo Singularity. This is also a good way to special summon exceed monsters, because basically you target 1 Evotile and 1 Evosaur monster in your graveyard, special summon 1 Evosile exceed monster from the extra deck, and if you do, attach those as materials. So yeah, it's another way to get out exceed summons. And to round out, I'm running 1 copy of Solemn Strike and also 1 copy of Compulse. I still really like using Compulse. Yeah, admittedly, maybe if I was going more competitive, I would have probably thrown in maybe Infinite Impermanence, but I just like the idea of using Compulse as a fun deck. So now we get to the exceeds, or the extra deck, sorry. So first off, running 2 of Evosile Lars. So this is the newest of the... So this is the new exceed for Evosile. So this is 2 level 6 monsters. So while this card has material, your opponent cannot target it with monster effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, or just 1 material if all this card's materials are reptile and or dinosaurs, which it probably will be. Then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, negate the effects until the end of the turn. So it's a good negation card, and also it can protect itself quite nicely. And also, of course, since we're running Evosaurs, I've got 3 copies of Evosaur Dolka, because it's still a pretty good one to use, and 3 copies of Lagia. And then 2 copies of Solder. I only tend to run 1 copy of Solder in the original deck, but I have to say, with the new support, it's a lot easier to go for rank 6s, so that's the reason I've thrown that in there. But just to wrap up the Exceeds, I've got one copy of Dark Rebellion the Exceeds Dragon, because I will pretty much run this in every deck, because this is my favourite all-time Exceed. Beast Dweller, Tornado Dragon. Then we've got Utopia, and finishing off with Utopia S39 Utopia the Lightning. So there is my Evosaur / Evotile / Evosaur deck. So yes, is it gonna be the most competitive? No, but it is probably overall one of my most fun decks to play. I was actually tempted to build this deck years before I actually did, and I'm glad I did last year. So yes, so that has been the deck profile of the Evosaurs. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done deck profiles. However, I do plan to do a couple more as long as I have enough time, because there's quite a lot of product I'm going to be opening over the next few months. But I suspect one deck profile I definitely will be trying to get around to doing is an update to the Resonator / Red Dragon Archery deck, because Jack Atlas has the structure deck coming out later this year, so it will be good to do a deck profile on that. But yeah, obviously I don't know when the ban list comes out, so this could be almost invalid a few days after this video comes out. Who knows? So I hope you've enjoyed today's this deck profile. If you did, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to know when my newest Yu-Gi-Oh openings or deck profiles will be coming out. Hope you've enjoyed, and for that, this is SliferKing signing out.